Make a little video. Kind of cool. Kind of cool outside. You know what I'm saying? Kind of cool. Right? Kind of cool outside. I told you I was gonna make a live about my MRI, right? Let me get my chair, you know. Let me get my chair. Make my little live tonight. I ain't been making a live. I've been going to my little they got me going to these damn chiropractors. So I've been going to the chiropractor and working. So I ain't been, I don't be really want to make videos, but it be some community-based agent shit going on in there, But I gotta get the chiropractor. They gave me a little disc. I gotta go get it. I'll be right back. I'm gonna show you this shit set up, man. They gave me when they take a chiropractor, when you go to the chiropractor, David, now they put that shit on the disc. I'm gonna show it to you. I'm finna go. I tried to put it in my Xbox. This shit won't even show up. You know what I'm saying? I had to take it to the doctor and get it for him to show it to me. You know what I'm saying? So let me go get this thing. I'll be right back. Right? Look at this shit. Look, this my MRI. Look what the shit say. See this shit? They got this shit on the disc, bro. Look at this shit. I had to take this shit to the chiropractor. Look at this. 2 hours I was getting radiated. Look at this. They put this shit on the disc. So guess what? The CIA said, oh yeah, we want a copy. When you go get an MRI, they be radiating you. So they can see all your insides, of your body, right? And then they can see if your pineal gland is activated too. So they like, okay, we're gonna put this we're gonna put it on the disc and give it to them. But I guarantee the CIA and the FBI got a copy now, and local law enforcement, and whoever wanted a copy, Shadow, Black Budget, Shadow, they got a copy of it now. You know what I'm saying? They can say, oh yeah, his pineal gland is activated. We can see it on the MRI. You see what I'm saying? They put the shit on the disc. See? And then see this shit? That's the name of the place. You see that? Look at that. You see this shit, Dave? Look. Mapping your brain out. Look at that. They got the damn brain right there on the damn thing. People don't, they come inside these places. They don't even be paying attention. Look, they put the brain, they put the symbolism right there in your face. You know what I'm saying? They mark you right there. They like, oh yeah, you going there to get an MRI. They trying to see if your pineal gland open. You know, they trying to see if you done got activated. That's what that radiation do. You see what I'm saying? You see the shit? You know, so that's that's what I've been going through. You know, look at this shit. So they can say the CIA can say, oh yeah, you know, we got one that he got an open pineal gland. You know, like y'all got to be watch yourself when y'all go to these places because they put this shit on the disc. So if they can give this to me, they can give this to the CIA. They can give it to any person that subpoena them. Say, hey, look, we want this person. We want this guy. This guy is such and such. He's on a watch list. He's a national security threat. You know what I'm saying? So they, oh yeah, we got it right here on the copy for you. Here you go. They're gonna hand it to him. So the video I just posted was about how the CIA, I told y'all, I tell these community-based agents, not only they put their life at risk, they put other people's life at risk. The man said that the CIA can control your car and make you have a wreck and have an accident. So what do that tell you? A lot of these accidents are controlled by the CIA. Just like I didn't know, the lady, she could have lost, they could have, made her car hit my shit and, try to take me out in her or just take me out. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of these community-based agents are walking around here driving these cars like, yeah, we on the same team. They can make that shit look like an accident with you too. You know? I'm in the house today, man. It's kind of cool outside. It's kind of, they done turned the heart machine on. So, it's been cool all day. It never get cool in November, not in Florida. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to cut the heart machine on. But that goes to show you trying to watch me, right? You trying to watch me. And you putting your life at risk because you don't know the type of technology they got had. They can say, okay, well, this is what we want to do. We want to take the target out. So guess what? We'll just take the perp and the target out at the same time and make it look like an accident. And you out there walking around harassing people thinking that you, oh yeah, I'm safe because I'm working for no. They'll take you, put your life at risk too. They can take you out too. You know what I'm saying? And that shit make me wonder, did they do that shit? Did they make that truck hit my sister's car? And then now I didn't really, I had seen a movie about the man can remote control the car and shit, but I didn't really pay attention to it. I'm like, damn, they could have really, did they do that to my grandma? You know what I'm saying? Did they do that to my cousin? And then a long time ago, my mama got into a wreck too. And somebody hit her car from the behind and totaled her car like 10 years ago. So I'm trying to figure out, shit, did they cause all these problems? Did they orchestrate all these fucking accidents with my grandma, with my mama, with my sister, with me, with my cousin? You know what I'm saying? Did they take control of the cars and make that shit just look like the car, they hit your shit? That shit made me wonder about what he said. That's why I posted that shit. It made me wonder, and I had gotten an accident I had gotten another accident like a long time ago, but it was like a minor one. It was but a long time ago when I wasn't living in Florida, I was living with my baby mama in another state. And then some drunk dude hit my shit. But at the time I had an old school car. So, the Chevy Caprice Classics, David, they made a metal. So I ain't really feel that shit. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker. And the thing is, I never looked at it that way. This man was paraplegic, and he didn't supposed to be driving. He ain't had no license. Like the same, like when the girl hit me, it's the same thing. He had no license, and he been drinking. He had like 15 to 20 bottles when the police fucking, looked at the car. He hit me so hard, he knocked me into oncoming traffic so other cars can hit me. But by me having a Caprice Classic, it's made of metal. So the car hit me. They ain't really do no damage to my car. His shit was total. But that shit make me wonder, bro, did they cause all these accidents by fucking remotely doing that shit? I never looked at it that way. Like these motherfuckers been trying to take me out in car accidents more than 3 fucking times. You know what I'm saying? That shit just don't happen like that. Roll on. So these shits we think be random, they don't be random, bro. They make that shit look like a fucking accident. Like this man, that guy that I posted, like you took that video and posted. This guy used to work for the CIA, so he know what the fuck he talking about. It ain't like he just some regular dude off the street. He used to work for the CIA. And I've been telling these community-based agents, stop walking around playing with fucking people. You going around fucking with these people can cut you in the, oh yeah, we finna go do such and such. We finna go do this to such and such. You sitting up there in front of the TV, talking in front of the TV, and you think, oh, because the TV off, they can't listen to you. Nah, you try to figure out why you got caught. Because you in front of the fucking TV talking. You got your cell phone, you got your TV, and then and another thing, they can tap into the stereo system and make that shit. They can listen to you in the car. You in the car driving. Yeah, we going somewhere. You talking about you going here. Then turn around, 10 minutes later, the police show up. You know why the fucking police show up? Because they can listen to the shit. They can tap into your fucking car system while you driving in the car, and they can be listening to you. You see what I'm saying? These community-based agents don't know shit. They just walk around and they tell these people, oh yeah, these people are criminals. These people are pedophiles. These people are this. No, we're not people like that. We are truth tellers. We whistleblowers. So they don't want you to know that they'll take you out too. If this is how the government works. If they got a target and they say, you know what? We want to take the target out. If we get on an airplane, they'll just take the whole fucking airplane down. They'll take the whole airplane down and say, oh, it was an accident. That's how they work. They say, targets getting on, your targeted individuals getting on airplanes. Like I heard Gang Stalking Simulation say he used to travel. But I understand that too. He said the gang stalking. But they really, I'm not saying it, but I'm not saying that they would do it or they would not. But I seen where they assassinated somebody. They took the whole fucking plane down. They just say, you know what, we're going to take it. It was 250 people on the plane. We'll just take the whole plane down to get one person. That's how they play, bro. That's how they be playing. You know what I'm saying? That shit made, like when I found that video, I usually make my videos outside, David. But tonight I'm like, you know what, I'm just chilling, I had to go to my chiropractor and all that shit. They doing all this shit. But the thing is, we are the targeted individuals. We are worth trillions of dollars. So by us going, I'm going to the place. I'm like, damn, this shit busy as fuck. Like when I first went there, I'm like, it ain't that busy. They talking about they just open up. How I don't know they just open it up for me. And have me going there like, oh, okay, well, I'm going in there and I'm thinking these people are regular workers. They could be working for the damn government. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm talking about? Oh, we just so happen to open up. How the fuck I don't know that this is a government operation? And I'm in this motherfucker and they like, oh yeah, okay, we got one of our targeted individuals got hurt in the accident, so we got to see what's going on. So we'll just open up a business and have him come to the business. And it's like it's a regular business, but shit, we all government employees in this bitch. We all CIA and fucking NSA agents and FBI working in the building. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Well, I'm telling you, bro, that's the type of shit I be thinking. I'm like, because the other one I was going to another one, but they wasn't open on the weekends. So I'm like, so my lawyer was like, yo, I got one that you can go to. They just open up, bro. How the fuck y'all just open up that quick? Then they talking about they not open on Saturday. They're not gonna be open this Saturday. They might be in that bitch. They might have the government coming in that bitch talking to them. Hey, look, we got this guy on the national security list. You know, this guy's he's a dangerous guy. You know, his background, he's very intelligent. You know what I'm saying? They might be in that bitch briefing their ass on a Saturday. You see what I'm saying? But people don't be thinking like that though. You know, because it's shit kind of funny to me that y'all just open up. I'm in Orlando, Florida. You know how many chiropractors it is? It's just funny. And then you know what? You know the other thing that piqued my attention to, that make me see something strange? The other side, they're doing construction on it. You see what I'm saying? They're doing construction on the other side of the building. You get what? That shit crazy, bro. That was like, yeah, man, this shit crazy, bro. Like, that shit made me think, did the CIA been doing this shit since I was a kid? Like, even when I was a kid, I got into a car accident. So that's been 4 car accidents I done got into. I got into 1 I caused when I was a kid, and then 3 that I didn't cause. So I'm thinking, like, I'm really sitting up here thinking like these motherfuckers been trying to take me out in car accidents. Because once I heard the CIA dudes say they can remotely tap into the computer system, but you already been talking about that shit. But I ain't really, I wasn't really paying attention. Like all these car accidents and all these big rigs, this shit is assassinations, bro. They not fucking random occurrences that, oh yeah, this person hit the car. Now, the motherfuckers deliberately ran that shit into a fucking tanker truck with some damn gas and blew up the fucking car, bro. That's what I'm thinking now. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm thinking. And then my sister, and it's another thing. I remember my sister got into an accident with her friend, right? But her friend said the car, she lost control of the car. That part was the fucking CIA. And the damn 18-wheeler wedged my sister and her friend on the medium to the fucking thing. But she walked away. But that's what I'm talking about, bro. That shit don't make no sense. She said she lost control of the car, hit the median, and then the 18-wheeler wedged them between between the 2 cars, like the median and the fucking my sister done got into 2 accidents, bro. And that accident she got into with her friend, that shit was badder than that. It happened some years ago. Now I'm sitting up here thinking, when she told my sister was like, yeah, she lost control of the car. Now I'm thinking that the CIA tried to take her out right then and there. But they failed. Then they try again with the fucking dump truck. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm thinking about my cousin. Like, did the fucking CIA try to take them out too? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to piece this shit up, bro. That shit make me wonder, bro. That shit make me wonder when that man said that they could remotely. So all these car accidents and shit, these shits are assassinations. They just make that shit look like a fucking accident, bro. And then by us knowing shit, they like, well, these type of people, we got people that know, that can read between the lines, and these people know what's going on. So we're going to keep an eye on them. Like the CIA keeps an eye on people that knows a lot. They keep an eye on people like us because we know a lot of shit that we aren't supposed to. People don't understand that they can access any and everything. Right? They can access any and everything. They probably saying what he doing right now. Oh, he making a video. You know what I'm saying? I'm in front of the TV. Oh, he talking about, how the CIA can do certain things, but people don't be knowing that shit, bro. They don't be knowing that the CIA always been in our house because we always had video games, we had cell phones. That's why they changed from digital to, I mean, that's why they changed from analog to digital, because they could track you. You know, so this shit been going on since we was a kid. They put fucking, I remember when I was a kid, I had a hernia, so they had to cut me open. Shit, they could have put a fucking tracking device in me when I was a little baby and didn't even know that shit. You know what I'm saying? So once I done got grown and I'm trying to figure out why the fuck I keep getting arrested, going to jail, you know, getting in trouble, now I see why. Because they was like, you know, we gonna put these situations. I remember one time, shit, I was homeless. Me and my friend was living inside of a hotel, you know, like them efficiencies, David. We was living in that shit for like 6 months. Man, I remember one time, they had, it was so bad that at that time I had a job, but the job was only paying me a certain amount. I was getting paid a certain amount of money, but I was getting 40 hours, but I only could get 40, but I was only getting paid like $15 an hour. So I would have to take that check to pay my fucking, you know, my hotel room every week. You know what I'm saying? Because when you live in efficiency, you have to pay every week. So I remember one time it got so bad. I had lost that job, right? Then I was working at another place. Then I lost that job. It took me like 2-3 months. It took me like 2 months to get that job. Well, I say like a month. And you know, did you know that shit was just like a scene I remember one day I was getting up because it was people messing with me. Like I get up and go to work. I see people getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, you know, and they were trying to set me up real bad when I started waking up. I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning. It was a little girl outside of the door, and I'm looking at them. I'm looking at the little girl like, what the fuck is, you know, this is, I knew, but I didn't know they was trying to set me up real bad. They were trying to set me up. They had all kind of people knocking on my door and shit. Like I come home from work, and I'm like, we didn't know nobody. So I'm like, why the fuck is you? I'm like, why are you knocking on my door? I don't know you. He's like, you know, I start piecing it together. Then it got so bad. I remember one night, it was New Year's night. They started shooting, like at the hotel, at the efficiency. But the area, we was in a good area, but that hotel didn't have good people. Like the majority of the people was crack addicts. There was drug dealers, you know what I'm saying? All kind of sketchy people and shit was living there. You had some single parents, you know, you had single mothers and shit. So this is like 2020. That shit had got so bad, bro. This is a fucking scene out of goddamn The Game. I come outside. You remember The Game with Michael Douglas? I come outside to go to work. Everybody, you know how motherfuckers like they do. I don't know if you see like the people. Look, they done stopped my damn video. They done stopped my video, man. Y'all back on? They done stopped my video. Yeah, they done stopped my damn video. But it was like the Blue Man Group. Everybody was moving the same way. It was like a stage play. It was like 15 to 20 people was out there. Like they was dressed up. They was dressed up like fucking they was dressed up like workers and shit. But they was all moving the same way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even back then they was trying to program my ass, and they knew that I was gonna wake up. You know what I'm saying? Because I was that baby. Like I wasn't meant to be here. I was the child that wasn't meant to be here. See, my parents had me out of lust and grief. You know, I was one of those childs. Like I wasn't meant to be here. I was 4 pounds 3 ounces. So I wasn't meant to be here. So I know I got a purpose. So they already knew who I was when I came out of my mama's womb. They already know that I was going to wake up to the truth. So they've been trying to get me ever since I was a kid. You know, they try to, you know, they do certain things to me now. But yeah, that shit, it was like a damn scene out of a movie. Like some real eerie shit. All the motherfuckers dressed up like this, they was dressed up in work clothes, but they was all moving the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like on the game, how all he found out that all that shit was a game and the people was working behind the scenes. They had did that shit to me. You know what I'm saying? I done been homeless too. You know, I done been through all that shit. So I feel like the more I research and the more I start learning, you know, they gonna come at you more because you starting to learn more and you starting to understand that these are government agencies targeting us. Okay, whoever put you on the list, you could have been put on the list when you was a baby. You don't necessarily mean somebody did, but you know, if they did, it is what it is. But you know, they know certain people was gonna be certain things in life, so they gonna watch us. It's not only just regular people; it's entities too. It's like the movie. It's like the movie Fallen with Denzel Washington. Like they jump into people's bodies and shit. You know, they do certain things. So yeah, man, this shit crazy, bro. But I'm not scared though. I'm not afraid. I ain't gonna never be afraid and scared of anything, you know, because I know my family members still here. They still protect me, even though I don't see them. You know, I still acknowledge them. So I ain't gonna never be afraid. You know, that shit crazy, bro. That man said people don't even know that shit. They don't know we live in a computer simulation. They don't know that everything is like, you know, GameStop and Simulation was talking, you know, that they consider us a threat to critical infrastructure. Like, you know, the critical infrastructure, like they got sectors. Like GameStop is Numbers was talking about. He said it's sectors. Each sector is like different. That's why they got so many people involved, because they consider us a threat to the critical infrastructure of the United States of America. You know what I'm saying? Even though you probably don't know you are, you know, just because you know certain shit, you know, you know a lot of stuff that you research on your own. Now, I'm not talking about conventional information. I'm talking about non-conventional information. So now they deem certain people national security threats to the critical infrastructure. So, you know, that's why they do certain shit to us. And a lot of people are talking about organized harassment. So they can't use they still gonna try to use that we schizophrenic, you know, but people got similar stories or similar stuff happening to them. You know, so you know how that is, man. But yeah, man, they done kick people off the live, man. I must have just talking some real shit. They done kicked everybody off the live. But it's gonna be a short live, man. Just a short one. I'll holler at y'all later.